Okay, we are now.
That's sound playing for you guys.
What's that?
That sound play for you guys?
No,
I don't hear a sound.
Fuck. Settings. Audio. Okay, I had the settings all.
No, had the sound off.
No, it's just this.
Here's a problem.
Goddamn program.
Yeah, this thing's set to evil.
Evil.
Now then. How about now?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
All right. You ready for me to start up a countdown?
Oh my God, so ready.
Yep.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
When is a truly awe-inspiring moment born? One that captures our imagination and takes hold of our emotions.
Said Shovel Knight like an idiot.
It's born from grandeur, from spectacle,
Thank you for specifying which David on the
and it's
show you
in
were
that
challenging.
moment when time seems to stop.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I am going to win, I think.
God damn it.
That we hold our breath, and a legacy begins.
I'm calling it right now. I've never been more confident
through
of
resilience that's unmatched,
anything in my entire
and an
life.
audacity that's unwavering.
This championship is mine.
Through uncontrollable ferocity
By the end of this night, I will hoist
and an unyielding fortitude.
the Game That Tune August Absurdity belt
through an immeasurable greatness
and tell Johnny to suck
and
it.
a will that's
Who
unbreakable.
did I just get beaten by?
John Regan.
Tonight, at this global event, this universal stage, whose storied past is rivaled only by the promise of an even bigger future. Millions will watch from around the world, waiting, anticipating for that next breathtaking moment. The stage is set. The time is now. History is at hand. This
August Absurdity.
Welcome to Game That Tune! Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It is Game That Tune back in the motherfucking August Absurdity house.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, I'm feeling humiliated after that intro. It's your boy John Harrington here, and we got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey,
John Regan. Say hey.
Fuck you.
Better soak it up, John. You better really do whatever you want with this August Absurdity crown for the next couple of weeks, because you are not going to repeat as champion. I was super cocky last year when I said that I was going to win it, but I'm going to make an even bolder prediction. It's less bold. The less bold this year. You're not winning. So, yeah, soak it up.
I got something to say about that.
Yeah, man. Man, if you're just joining us here on Game That Tune, it's not possible that you're just joining us here on Game That Tune. This is August Absurdity 4. It's our head-to-head month where we really get serious and come at each other for a championship crown. John Regan was our unfortunate winner last year. Unfortunate for me, that is.
I've never been so embarrassed for somebody. Then
ouch, man, damn.
You made that whole thing.
Not even yourself?
You made that whole free play jingle to play at the end talking about like how shameful my defeat was or whatever, and I was the winner, and it was the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I really called my shot on that one, and it backfired tremendously. It was, yeah. You'd think that'd be my ultimate comeuppance, but I'm back, baby. I'm still here. I could do this all day. So
that's what's so great about you, John. No matter how many hits you take, you stand up and you keep fighting.
Yeah, I may not be able to win, but I can always lose. So it's all good, man. So yeah, we got our head-to-head August Absurdity game going on tonight. And of course, to kick off August Absurdity and determine who gets to challenge somebody else for the positioning, I don't remember exactly how this works. Whoever wins tonight gets to pick their opponent and go head-to-head with them next week, and then the other two square off, and then we have a finals at the end of the month. So to determine who gets the right to pick their opponent, it's time to do a free play.
Friends.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, John.
Uh-oh. Oh, what's this one? It's nothing is what that is. Son of a
Tell me
bitch.
you got the new free play jingle I added for tonight.
Oh. Wait
it was
second.
in the fucking folder.
Oh. Here we go.
Game that tune.
Avengers!
Free play.
It's 69 of them. All of them. Not just the men. The women and children, too.
John, you really got to pay attention. I mean, I know I mostly spout off bullshit, but sometimes I have legitimate points.
Dinosaurs with titties. .com. There's a dinosaur. You're in the past. He's in the future. Who gives a fuck? There's a dinosaur. Just enjoy this goddamn game. Fuck you. Ultra 64.
Hot take. A dinosaur is far more interesting than a skeleton.
That's not a hot take. I'm not playing this sound for that. Hey.
What the fuck, man?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, God, that burning ape piss. That is some serious business. Johnny Bite, take it seriously with titties.com.
Do you think when Michael Richards comes, he leaves the room and then bursts in the door?
Oh God, I hope so.
Call me the ass man.
Come on, Myth. Let's you and me fuck up the evolutionary tree. He's got a big fucking dick.
He's a dinosaur.
How absurd! Yes, that's right. It's a
I know those
fantastic.
clips were only from like an episode or two ago, and somehow I forgot all of them.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, baby. A lot of that's not even from actual Game That Tune. And yeah, alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. So yeah, we've got a fantastic August Absurdity free play. We could not live with our failures. So where did that bring us? Back to Johnny for August Absurdity. So we got 4 great games. I believe Johnny provided the fan request. This as king, you must provide the fan request for the qualifying round. I'm sure that's in the Game That Tune charter somewhere. And yeah, I think we just got to jump into it, man. So Johnny.
Well, actually.
Here we go.
I have something to say before we begin.
I should have known based on the mask.
Yeah. And I mentioned it like 4 times in the Twitter DMs.
I just get on a roll.
Tonight begins August Absurdity 4. There's been a lot of talk about what could happen. People seem to believe that I am the odds-on favorite, but mainly because of this glove.
Oh, yeah, shit.
It's true. This GTT Gems gauntlet holds a lot of power. I could simply snap my fingers and have the crown sitting upon my head. But that's not how I want to win. No, I'm going to take this glove off. I'm going to set it aside. But while making such... This thing's really fucking sticky. while making such a symbolic or something, I also must be a little selfish myself. You see, the world is clamoring about the rematch. John versus Johnny.
Oh, no.
But what about my rematch? Before that, Johnny stomped a mud hole in my ass. And I'm pretty sore about it. Hell, I'm sore about a lot of things around here. I might be the Ringo Starr of the group, but two of the Beatles are dead, and he ain't one.
Oh.
Johnny, Johnny, I'm coming for you. If I win, no, when I win tonight, I'm going head to head with you. They say if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And that's what I plan on doing. In the words of the greatest tag team in the world, Cero Miedo.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Man, did we get this characterization wrong? Is Jesse the Thanos, not Johnny? God damn.
I was never the Thanos. Where did that come from?
I mean, to be fair, Johnny was always Ebony Maw at best.
How do you know who that is? That's probably right.
Yeah, bingo, baby. Let's get it started, man. August Absurdity. Kick it off, Johnny.
Game 1.
Kicking it off. This game, in its original release, only supported 2-player co-op, which was a disappointment to fans of the previous game because it was a step down as the previous game supported 3-player co-op. How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
Good. Oh man, we're starting off August Absurdity with a pretty easy hat trick. It's Trials of Mana. How absurd.
Is this like a courtroom procedural?
Man, that's kind of what I thought. They put this out as part of a collection recently, and I was like, oh man, I didn't know they were gonna have like I didn't know the Mana series ever went into like Phoenix Wright style courtroom procedural games. And then it turns out it wasn't that. It turns out it was a game that I've been waiting for like 25 years to actually have come out in America, and I was even more happy. So, thank God, man. Took them long enough. Trials of Mana, known in video game circles in the last 25 years as Seiken Densetsu 3, of course. Most famous for never coming out in America, being promised to us in a 1995 issue of Game Pro with a big fucking banner that said Secret of Mana 2. And I had a few screenshots, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not even in puberty yet, but I am nutting everywhere.
Oh God.
And then
Doctor.
And then, much like me before puberty, it just never came.
My man.
No, wait.
Much like me after puberty, Squaresoft really dropped the ball on this one.
They did a poor job?
Hot take.
Yeah, motherfucker, they waited 25 years. Much like puberty, it took 25 years for this shit to come out in the West.
I'm gonna go with Jesse. You should see a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do pubes get
man.
longer the older you get?
Was it the right color?
Well, purple's the right color, right?
No.
Let's not talk about the first time I masturbated. Let's talk about Trials of Mana.
I thought those were one and the same.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt that way. It was that Game Pro article was an awakening for me. Just like, oh well, much like all the cartoon characters I had a crush on back in the day, turns out this wasn't real either. So, just kind of had to move on and accept reality for what it was. A reality with no sequel to Secret of Mana for several years. And, man, I'm glad this game finally fucking came out. It's a little pricey as part of that collection of Mana, so I'm sure I'm the only one here who's actually still, played this one.
Currently, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. You gonna buy it when they do like the full blown beautiful 3D remake next year?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good, man. And I figure if Nintendo was devoting E3 time to it this year, it's like, all right, well, they're not just gonna botch this. Nintendo's not just gonna show some bullshit at their E3 presentation, are they? Like, they usually, I think they're like publishing that. Like, it's a sign of quality that Nintendo's getting behind it, right? Like.
Just say, I don't know. Wii Music would beg to differ.
Yeah, but Nintendo, since they abandoned the stage E3 and went with like the Nintendo Direct and Treehouse format.
Oh, true, for sure.
They don't humiliate themselves on a large scale anymore, right? Yeah, Reggie doesn't step out of Nintendo land and talk about how Wii U is going to change the future of gaming anymore. Yeah. Rest in peace, Reggie. Anyway, Trials of Mana is a lot of fun. It's fucking great, and I'm glad that it's just finally out in like actual translated form. My nerdy ass had to play this, with a translated patch back in the day on my emulator, and I know, man. I was emulating this shit in 2001, baby.
I'm telling you, John.
Police.
I'm telling you, emulator is such a weird pet name for your imported Super Famicom.
I know. It's listen, man, it was pre 9/11 days. We were just emulating shit with reckless abandon. And, and then everything changed. We had fucking like a haze of patriotic fervor. And it's like, I can't emulate games anymore. What am I doing? Oh God, power of pride. I'm done with this. Delete. So anyway, Trials of Mana is fucking great. It's different than Secret of Mana, but like not in such a jarring way as other games in the Mana series. Like further on, I can't remember the name of the one on PlayStation. Legend of Mana, is that it?
Yeah, that was PlayStation 1.
Thanks, John. Did not expect that confirmed. But it's cool because it's like a step between those two. Like it's still got the the beautiful 16-bit world. It's got kind of the slowed down, like it kind of forces you into the combat situation, unlike Secret of Mana. Like Secret of Mana, you could basically like run between things, and it's like I don't feel like fighting all these bees. I'm just gonna go and like book it. But this one, like if you enter an area with enemies, everybody draws their weapon, and it kind of slows down your walk speed a little bit, and it encourages you to fight them. And so, it's kind of cool. And it's got a day-night cycle. If you choose the guy that if you choose the werewolf guy, that day-night cycle makes a big difference, baby, because every time you encounter enemies, he turns into a fucking monster and starts thrashing them. It's dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. And it seems like, much more of what they wanted Secret of Mana to be. Like Secret of Mana famously got cut down because it wasn't... it was no longer going to be on the SNES like CD add-on that ultimately became the PlayStation. So they cut a bunch of shit out of it. But like this one, it feels like linear, but it seems like it's bigger in scope, obviously, than Secret of Mana. Like right off the bat, you're playing as characters and you're like sailing all over to different continents and going back and forth, and it just feels like it's they took Secret of Mana and expanded it greatly. And mostly in the way that you've got 6 characters instead of 3, and you pick 3 and play through the game with different combinations of characters. It's really fucking cool. So like you got different gameplay and different endings and all kinds of different interactions depending on who you pick. So
it's more like a conventional JRPG party where you can switch out members.
No. That's the thing. You when you start a new game, it's like, okay, here are 6 characters. Pick 3 of them for this run through the game. And then it's like Secret of Mana, where you start. It's like, okay, my main character is Kevin, the Beast Man, and I also pick Durin the Warrior and Reese, the Amazon Princess. And then you start as Kevin, and you go through his story beats, and like you'll pass the other guys that you could have chosen like in an inn somewhere. But like then you get to a certain point in the game, and you meet the characters that you've chosen as your party for that file. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. I love when games do that, when they have like alternate story paths that you kind of run into.
Right. And like it's not super deep because like each it's basically like 2 characters, like 3 pairs of 2 characters that each have the same villains for their stories. So like you still get the same essential story from like it's not 6 unique stories and all kinds of crazy extrapolations from there. Like, Durin the Warrior and fucking Angela, who is the like the magic princess, they have the same enemies. Kevin, the Beast Man, and Charlotte, the little cleric girl, they have the same enemies. And then the other 2, Hawkeye the thief, and I can't remember the other person's name. Reese, excuse me. They have the same enemies. So you kind of get the same thing, but it's different interactions and different combat sets. It's pretty cool. So I'm really feeling it. I've been playing it a good bit, though I've kind of set it aside. I've fallen way back into a Smash hole lately. I've been playing entirely too much Smash Brothers. But this was when it came out and they fucking released that collection of Mana here in America. I'm like, download immediately, and this is what I'll be playing like every fucking night for I don't know a couple of weeks. This is good. So it's cool, man. I think it's worth a pickup. I don't know that it's worth a pickup as part of a $40 collection that they're obviously not going to mark down, but depending on what we see for this remake collection or this remake coming next year. I'm really future's bright all of a sudden for fans of Secret of Mana sequels. So it's pretty dope.
So
David,
sequels of Mana.
Oh man, the sequels of Mana. That's it's what I've been waiting for all these years. I feel like if this had come out when it was supposed to in 1995, I would have been like full blown hooked into the Mana series, and I would have played like every one after that. Like I would have bought a PlayStation just to play Legend of Mana, that kind of shit. Like I would have stayed locked in. I feel like it would have kept the series going the right way in America. But
Or you would have been
fucked up, man.
disappointed.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows, man? It's it's just one of those mini alternate futures. Like they release Trials of Mana at the right time, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. More of that, please." And they're like, "Okay, well, we were planning on changing it in a bunch of ways. Maybe we shouldn't. People actually really like that Trials, so let's find a happy medium for that new PlayStation game." I don't know, but so David, I'm going to put the hypothetical out there for you. So you got 6 characters to pick from. You've got your warrior, your beast man, your cleric, your Amazon princess from the Wind Kingdom, your thief, and the princess of the Magic Kingdom. Who's your 3?
Okay, so automatically Amazon Princess,
Yes.
right there on the list.
Fuck yeah, dude. She's great.
I'm thinking if it's me choosing, I'm probably going to go with Magic Princess 2, just because
good,
I
too.
like having princesses in parties.
Yep.
And based on the very brief descriptions that you've given, I'm going to give the third to Beastman. I know very little about this game, but Beastman,
Beast man.
that's something that should be in my party.
Yeah, you got a party, it sounds like.
Yeah, no, that's a party, man. Yeah, you got a big Amazon princess, you got a magic girl, and you got a beast man. That's 3's a party. So, Johnny, is that the same 3 you would pick, or do you favor thieves or warriors or anything like that?
Oh, definitely. So Amazon lady for sure.
Mhm.
And then because like I assume that she can beat my ass, she can beat a lot of ass. Like it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, she can. She's dope, man. She's my main character on the new file that I started when I bought the collection, and I don't regret it. She's great.
And then the Beast Boy guy, that would be pretty good. And then I think the thief would be good because you got to have the one crafty guy that can like
Yep.
steal shit and that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you go Amazon and Beast, you got kind of strong but maybe dumb, so you need some cunning in that mix. You got to throw some daggers in that mix.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse, what do you think, man? What's your party?
Let's see. What was the other ones?
So it's warrior, cleric, thief, beast, Amazon, and magic princess.
Oh man, I really like David's lineup because I feel like the magic princess, the magic could help buff your party. I'm not sure what kind of magic she uses. She could probably buff or like heal or use like destructive magic. And then you got like the Amazon and like tanking while the monster is just ripping people to shreds. Sounds great.
Got double tank action going. No, it's pretty accurate. It's great, man. I really got to get further into it. I really like I said, I fell into that smash hole, and I'm like, every time I turn on the Switch, I'm just like, should I hit Collection of Mana? No, better hit Smash. But I want to go back to Collection of Mana because it's like. Every time I turn on Smash, I'm like, I'll just play a few rounds. And then I play like 2 hours. And I'm like, if I played this 2 hours a night for Collection of Mana, I could have beaten the game like twice over by now. So I really gotta, put that in mind. So it's dope, man. I'm just glad it's finally here. So yeah, great job, guys. Fantastic hat trick. Fuck all y'all. And I think it's time to move on to the next game if nobody has anything to say.
Game 2.
Alright, guys. We're listening to the Sega Genesis version of this game, but one review at the time called the Game Boy game, quote, basically an underrated Mario clone and not a bad one at that, giving it a score of 8 out of 10. All right. Let's see some answers. I'll give you a hint. It was on the Sega Genesis.
You don't fucking say.
Okay, so let's see. Jesse says Balloon Kid, which is incorrect. John says Bonanza Brothers, which is incorrect. And David Fleming has the incorrect answer with Krusty's Funhouse.
Oh, whoa, what a twist.
I was about to say, there's no way I got this right.
No, this is Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, duh.
Yep, this was the start of that relationship between Sega and Disney, where Sega made Disney games and was pretty good at it. Although I have to say, this game gets a lot of good reviews and high praise, but I tried playing it again recently. It kind of sucks.
Is this the one where Mickey Mouse can like pick up things and like twirl them around?
I don't know. I didn't get that far in it. I kind of played it for 5 minutes, like, fuck this. Like, World of Illusion is way better.
Okay, that sounds like a mechanic that's introduced in the first level. So if you didn't encounter it in 5 minutes, I'm guessing it's not the same game.
Sounds like the main mechanic of the game. So if you don't remember that, then you probably are. It's probably the different game.
Now, I remember the main mechanic of this game being ass stomping. As well, butt stomping, butt pounding.
And you could throw
God,
apples.
these all
right?
sound
Ass
really,
stomping is how you say ground pounding?
these all sound very violent or very sexual. Like there's
Mickey stomps a mud hole in that ass. Yeah.
I love how
Mickey's
this is a game
Mickey's
starring...
kind of mouse that's built to last. If you fuck with him, he puts his foot up your ass.
I love how
Oh, give me a hell yeah!
this is a game starring Mickey Mouse, and your immediate thought is ass stomping.
Stomping those asses.
Butt drop, no. Ground pound, no. Ass stomping.
Yeah.
That's the phrase we
No.
want to discuss.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to say it.
no,
Is there any other way to see it?
It is one of those like groundwork laying games. I think this did set up a lot of World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, which I think is the far superior game in my opinion. But this, because like this has some levels in World of Illusion are recycled from this game, some mechanics are recycled from this game, and then there's that game Quackshot. It's sort of like it's like an unofficial trilogy. There's Castle of Illusion, Quackshot, and then World of Illusion. I think this even has like I'm trying to remember, like Castle of Illusion I know had like a library toy soldier books kind of level, like a bookstore kind of level, and so does World of Illusion. Castle of Illusion has the spider as a boss, or there's a level with a lot of spiders in it, as does World of Illusion.
Level.
So I think it set things up. I do think it's like nicely animated. I'll give it that.
Right.
You can
They
tell
remade it recently too.
They did in 2013. They had a remake, I think, for the Wii, or the Wii U. It was like for everything. except the Wii.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, 2013 there's a remake for PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and PCs.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm looking at it, and do you think that maybe it got those high reviews because it came out in fucking 1990? So it was in that straddling period where it predated the SNES, but like was being compared to like NES Mario games, and that's why they were like, "Oh yeah, this is like a good Mario." It's
That's
like,
true.
yeah, no shit, Sherlock, it's a Genesis game.
It does predate Sonic the Hedgehog like existing.
That's fucking nuts. You know, because when you said this, I was like, oh, wait, I think I know what this is. And I realized now, no, I'm thinking of the SNES thing, Magical Quest starring Mickey, which is a different game entirely and one that I actually did play.
But made by Capcom, right?
Yeah, and it's good.
And I think they stole some mechanics from Castle of Illusion. Castle of Illusion has a level where you like roll down a hill on an apple, and the Capcom one has a part of a level where you roll down a hill on a tomato.
I mean, you know, it's I don't see the connection, man. But then again, yeah, I am good friends with Vanilla Ice, and
what
these things, they're not the same. See, that's how theirs goes. Theirs goes, you roll down a hill on an apple, but ours goes, you roll down a hill on a tomato.
Not the same.
It's not the same.
That's why I was thinking of this game. They made a 3DS sequel to Epic Mickey called Power of Illusion. That was like a spiritual successor to Castle of Illusion.
Yes.
Like the boss of Power of Illusion is Maleficent, but it's like she's styled to look like the witch from Castle of Illusion.
What is with all these Mickey Mouse games being like magic and illusions and shit? Like, he's
from the Magic Kingdom.
I mean, like,
fair enough.
To be fair, like a lot of people, and I'm gonna go on a brief tangent. Like a lot of people look at Mickey Mouse like, oh, he's just a mascot. Like, oh, whatever. He's the like soulless mascot of Disney, whatever. If you go back and watch like original Mickey Mouse shorts, like he fucked stuff up. Like he went into insane, ridiculous adventures and was like Mickey Mouse, man.
He got around.
What an asshole.
Hey, stomp those asses.
He certainly
hell yeah.
We all saw Fantasia. Yeah, he was stomping those brooms' asses.
Mickey 316 just whooped your ass.
Do you smell what the mouse is cooking?
Oh God!
Can we please get a professional wrestler who just wears the Mickey ears and like wears the red drawstring like pants with the giant buttons?
This is how you get.
Comes out in a singlet with big buttons. Like, fuck yeah!
He just comes out whistling Steamboat Willie.
This is how you get David and myself
painted black and white.
Like, do you want David to watch wrestling? That's how you do it.
I feel like that's happened. There's a lot of good indie wrestling that does like cosplay wrestling, and like one of my favorite, Leva Bates, she cosplays as all sorts of cool stuff. But, yeah, look out for some cosplay wrestling.
Dude,
there was one time where fucking the giraffe from Toys R Us was in this battle royale, and Gangrel eliminated him with a Amazon package because Amazon killed retail stores. It was pretty awesome.
Wow.
I like it. Can't you just see, talking about wrestling for a minute, can't you see the New Day doing something like this where like Big E comes out as Pete and Xavier Woods is Mickey, and
that would be great.
Like Kofi is either like Goofy or Donald. Like
George.
It'd be a pretty good fucking like motif for the next WrestleMania. Like they just come out as fucking like 30s Disney characters and start stomping ass.
I would start watching professional wrestling if there was a character wrestler based off of 1930s cartoons. Like,
actually,
oh my god, if you had a tag team called the Fleischer Brothers,
that would be
insane.
There was a tag team called the Vaudevillains, and basically they were like 1920 strongmen, and like all their promos were like in black and white. This one guy had this one like singlet, and he had a twirly mustache, and you should look up some of their old stuff. They're pretty funny.
Sold.
Fucking yeah, love a twirly mustache. Anything else, Johnny? on whichever magical Disney Mickey game this is.
Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse.
Castle
And-
Illusion. That's
No.
hell yeah. Roll that tomato, baby.
Game 3.
All right, guys. GamePro praised this game for its impressive cinematics, unobtrusive music, and long non-linear levels, concluding, you'll need all your spider powers for this game, which could be frustrating, but in the end, you'll find it's worth it. Whoops, that was the end.
I say what? that ended.
Fourth
turned into a
song.
different song.
All right, who's got some guesses? I had a pretty big hint in my clue there.
I have an answer.
Ooh. All right, so Jesse says Spider-Man, which is incorrect. John Harrington has the incorrect answer of Spider-Man.
Stop doing that!
The animated series. And Davis got the right answer, Spider the video game. This is our fan request of the evening from Dell, one of our super fan tier producers who gets request privileges, or priority, that's the term I'm looking for. This is Spider the video game for the PlayStation 1. Classic Dell request. It's kind of fucking bizarre, but I
Classic
like
Dell
it.
request, as I've been dodging this request for years now. Like, what?
This game looks great. I think this game.
Hold
looks
on,
great.
man. You finally took Spider from Dell as a request, and in the trivia, you fucking said the word spider powers.
And you got it wrong.
I'm more amazed that Dell has been giving you this request, quote, for years, and you got it wrong with the hint spider powers?
I didn't listen to the music. It was a game it's a game where you're playing as a robot spider.
No,
Like,
the cybernetically enhanced spider whose mind has been linked with a scientist.
God damn it. No.
That sounds crazy.
And you get spider weapons that replace your arms. There's like a spider, something you slash with. Not a sword, but some kind of knife.
I was just saying, what the fuck is a spider weapon? Is it just
Missiles.
like...
You can
No,
collect
that's just a weapon.
So you're a spider trying to escape from, or not escape from a lab, but there's a lab that's been, I guess, experimenting on animals, like mostly bugs, but also some rats.
No
and things
way.
Like that.
Is that how a scientist's mind got into a spider?
And they're trying to weaponize them. Lab gets broken into, and the scientist gets dragged away, but his mind is still linked with the spider from the experiment he was in the middle of. And so now you're trying to get back to the scientist's, like body to go and save him. And
Who made this game?
BMG Studios.
Is this just
BMG
Detective
Interactive,
Pikachu?
who became
What?
Rockstar, apparently.
Oh, the developer is Boss Game Studios,
Word.
who made Top Gear Rally for Nintendo 64, Stunt Racer 64. The list is like eight items. I could go through the whole thing right now, but I don't think
Really, you
they're
didn't?
big.
No, John, I want you to talk about Spider the game. I love Dell, but there's a reason I've been dodging this request.
One is Spider the video game, not just Spider the game.
God damn it.
Yeah, because if you talk about Spider the game, I mean, it could be the board game.
Yeah.
It could be the card game. Like, it could
Could
be
be the game
fucking
show.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the cover art for this? It's a spider holding a knife and a gun.
It's so dope.
It's so good.
See, and this is the problem. I've been ducking this request for a couple of years now, and now that we've done, episodes of this game, looking at the Wikipedia page again, I'm like, Spider the video game. God damn, this is still coming up. Composer Barry Leach. Fuck! I should have chosen this a long time ago. Who remembers who Barry Leach is?
Nope.
I know exactly who Barry Leach is. He is the
He
guy
clicked
who
on the
composed...
page.
To say he composed Double Dragon.
I don't think that's the case, but no, Barry Leach, for this show's purposes, composed Top Gear and Horizon Chase Turbo, and he's a fucking really good video game composer, and I didn't recognize that a couple years ago when I first ignored this request.
No, he definitely composed Double Dragon on Commodore 64.
Oh, okay, that one.
Oh, that's the good one.
Right. Sorry, Barry. I didn't mean any disrespect. But yeah, Barry Leach is dope. He put a marriage proposal to his girlfriend inside of Horizon Chase Turbo. I think it would have been better if he had programmed a marriage proposal into Spider the video game.
Absolutely.
And then
Say no.
made his girlfriend play Spider, and then it's like the game pauses for some reason. It's like, I love you. I've loved you more than anybody could ever love somebody. More than a spider loves a knife. More than a spider loves a gun. Will you marry me?
So it does have some pretty impressive, like the level size is pretty good. It's played in a 2D mode, not a 3D. Like it's 3D, but 2.5D, right? 3D graphics, but you're really just moving left, right. But even with that, I think it looks pretty decent. You're running around, you're shooting enemies, you're collecting things, you're getting weapons. There's some parts that are kind of cheap, like one hit and you lose a life, so it's like Contra mode.
Boo!
Which I love. I love games to kick my ass. I don't like games that don't kick my ass. That's how I am.
You're a weird guy, John. Weird guy.
I like my ass.
Though now
to
that I
be
think about
kicked.
it, Contra with spiders would be pretty good.
Oh, Contra as spiders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spiders
I was gonna
running
say-
through the jungle.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Contra with spiders. Do you mean all the enemies are spiders? The main playable characters are spiders, or you
Everything.
get a gun that shoots spiders?
Everything
I
is
mean
spiders.
Contra, but you can hold up to 8 different weapons and alternate
Oh, not
between
8 different spiders.
them. Now you're a spider and you carry a spread shot, a flamethrower, a laser, a regular shot for some reason, a bomb arm, also a knife.
I love how you
thing
say it's like,
that's-
but you carry 8 different weapons. Like, but spiders only have 8 legs, so you can only just sit in one location and shoot. In order to run, you have to drop 2 weapons.
No,
In
you
fairness,
roll.
I only listed 6 weapons, so it's a spider up on its hinders, carrying 6 weapons.
God, I would watch that movie.
I'd watch a movie where somebody trained a spider to walk on its hinders and carry 6 weapons and make it the ultimate war machine.
Coming to sci-fi.
So one neat mechanic to this game is, since you're a spider, you can crawl on everything. You can climb every wall. You can hang on to ceilings. So like you're not just moving, like it's 2D, but you're moving like up walls and upside down, things like that. And you can tangle with web, like you can swing. You can, I don't know, what's the term? Excrete web, and then
You
like,
use the
swing.
ass rope.
Yeah. It's like Astro Boy, but he's a spider.
Yeah, shoots a rope instead of a machine gun out of his ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, are you saying that your character does whatever a spider can?
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. That's exactly right.
And this spider, it's got the brain of a man.
It does.
Do you run into any
So it's
enemies and
Dr.
catch
Octopus?
them like flies?
I don't know if you do that actually. I don't think you shoot web. You
Is the
slash
spider
people.
friendly? And does the game take place not in a city, but in like the subsection of a city? Maybe
Well,
a borough?
Maybe just the neighborhood?
It's supposed to be a city, but there's a lava level, like a volcano level, which doesn't really make sense.
So
Like,
the city is like I don't know. Mount St. Helens.
Now, would you describe the main character as
As a spider?
pleasant, optimistic, possibly friendly?
Yeah. Now, when the game starts, is there a newspaper publisher that asks you for photos of this Spider-Man?
Game
See a
4.
menace.
Thanks, man.
Game 4.
Oh, wait.
Skip it again.
Did I really
Wait, no,
skip
it is
the
game
game?
4.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Okay, yeah, you really fucked my head there.
Yeah.
Game 4.
Game 4?
All right, so this game's creator and also made another game about anxiety and depression. And she said the reason she made it was she wondered why no one was making games about the crappy moments in life, like breakups, awful bosses, and experiences with serious health conditions.
This is the night that I hang on tight. Save yourself now. Come on, do it right. Cross the skies like speed and flame. So fast. You got me dangerous. You know I'm dangerous tonight. And that's the danger of love. Danger. This is the night that I hang on tight. Brace yourself. You'll know it feel right. Flying high, taking all control. And that's the danger of love. And that's the danger of life. I'm in the dangerous zone.
All right, guys. Let's see some answers and possibly some penises. Ooh. So Johnny says Depression Quest. That's incorrect. John says Terms of Endearment. That's incorrect. And David with Fury is incorrect. This is Blazing Chrome.
Oh, that
So, yeah.
explains the '80s vibe.
Yeah. This game is it's like a Contra with just a dash of Metal Slug, and it's pretty rad. You get start off as you can play as either this lady or this robot. So and you just run and gun, shooting stuff, killing robots, blowing shit up. Johnny, you like difficult games. This game is very difficult.
Ooh.
So
Man, I'm looking at a screenshot of it now. Yeah, this is unabashedly a 16-bit Contra ripoff.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I streamed it recently on the Twitch, and I barely got past the first level. So
yeah, I'm looking at this now. I love this. Why the fuck haven't I known about this? I'm sorry that I missed your stream of it. You've been streaming entirely. I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, too much for me to watch all of it. So, it's like looking at these screenshots. I'm like, yeah, this is just like this is almost like I feel like how the Contra looks in Europe, like we got Contra, they get Probotector. It's got robots instead of guys. This one has a girl and a robot. You know, it all looks vaguely Contra-esque. Like there's guys, they're hanging off of things and shooting big lasers. I'm like, somebody want to like fucking send me a newsletter or something with like, shit that I'm interested in, because this is it. Like, it's good looking shit, man. It's, the screenshot I'm looking at, they're shooting like a sandworm. So they're scratching like that Beetlejuice animated series itch. I mean, like, come on, a little Contra Beetlejuice, I'm in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can more characters too, because whenever you're picking your character, there's a bunch of grayed out people, and they look like they might be fun. At least one of them is a ninja, and I'm curious as to how that guy plays. But I'd have to get better at this game because it's fucking hard. Like
I was gonna say, I was just looking at a screenshot, I guess, of an alternate title screen, and I see a woman with a robot arm and like a stylized haircut and a ninja. And based on that, this is a game that I need to play.
Yeah, it's on pretty much everything. I know if it's part of Xbox Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you just get that game. I know it's on Switch, which I think this would be perfect for Switch. So that's cool.
It is, and therefore it's on Switch. Cool, man. Well, shit, man, tell us more about it. I feel like, you can't just say it is Contra and then just like leave. So,
or you can.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It is quite absurd. But, I don't know. Should you? All right, then. I guess we're on a game.
That was wonderful. What a no-sell.
Game 5.
This is one of the few NES games released solely in North America. Who's got those guesses ready?
Had to go hard with it, didn't you, David?
Did I?
Yes? I don't know, man.
All right, so John Regan says Rambo. Jesse Moore says Little Samson, and John Harrington says Street Cop. John Harrington is the closest, but sadly everyone is incorrect. This is Shooting Range for the NES.
What a classic.
Of course it is.
So recently we were covering an episode of GTT Gems, which you can hear if you follow us on patreon.com/GameThatTune. And one of the games that was mentioned, maybe it was played, you'll have to give us some money and find out, was Shooting Range. And it was at that moment that I remembered this game existed. I legit, no lie, played the hell out of this game as a kid. This was one of those NES games that my whole family got in on. Like, my sister and I would do 2-player Super Mario Brothers 3 every once in a while, but my sister, myself, my dad, we all played Shooting Range.
I have as hard of a time picturing your dad playing a video game as I have picturing my dad playing a video game. And that's based on the 2 times in my life that my dad has played a video game. Like, that's just foreign to me.
Is this a Zapper game?
John, the name of the game is Shooting Range. What the fuck do you think?
No, it's the
I mean,
NES
maybe it's
non-zapper shooting range.
You have to use the power pad, the thing you jump on.
Maybe it's a simulator where you run a shooting range. Kind of like SimCity, but shooting range. It could be that.
Yeah.
Your hands
John,
are in your face, but you know I'm right.
Sean,
No.
you have control of the soundboard and not me, because otherwise I would have done it by now. Give yourself a Mario 2 sound.
You can't tell me what to do.
Wow, he is still Absurd King, David, so you don't get to actually
For
tell him
now.
what to do. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But no, this
So it is a Zapper.
it is a light gun zapper game.
What?
Which, surprisingly, a game based solely on a gun was released only in North America.
How timely.
Wow.
So what do you get
job,
to shoot
David.
in this range?
So interestingly enough, this game, and this was almost the trivia, this game has 4 levels, and it's interesting because the first level is set in the Old West. The second level is set in a haunted mansion. The third level is set in a saloon. And then the fourth level is on the moon. So things escalate quickly.
I feel like Saloon and Old West is like the same.
Yeah.
Also, like, you could argue haunted mansion, like a ghost house in an Old West town, like, sure. And then you wind up on the fucking moon.
Well,
Ghost
this
house,
is what
ghost
this is
town.
my headcanon.
why am I trying to figure out, are you shooting ghosts with bullets? Does that work?
So yeah, what you're shooting at is various enemies in the game have little spinning targets on them. So like they'll carry the target. So like a cowboy like has the target with him, or there will be a Native American with a target like over their head. In the ghost house, there are like mummies and ghosts, and I believe vampires, all carrying these spinning little targets. When you get to the moon, there are these weird aliens. Like, they're kind of frog-like with the target in their mouth, and they hop around. And once you shoot the target, they kind of turn inside out into this like bony, fleshy alien, and then scuttle across. Like, this game gets fucking weird.
Oh god, this
I'm
sounds
into it.
metal. Oh.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Sold.
And then the saloon stage is like the bonus stage where you're just shooting bottles, but like every bottle flashes so you know which one to shoot. You can't just like gun down a row of bottles.
No.
Cool, man.
That's a downside.
Yeah, I like that the cover art, had Johnny actually looked this up before asking if it was a light gun shooter, would really clue you in on that, because the cover art is literally just a disembodied hand holding the NES light gun in front of screenshots of the various things that you get to shoot. So it's
Wow.
it's calling you out. It's got 80s colors. It's pink and yellow and blue. NES Zapper. shooting range. Like, oh, cool. I haven't played with that fucking light gun since Duck Hunt. This shooting range is really calling out to me.
And that's pretty much like why my parents got this game, is because we got the NES that came like with the Zapper and Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. And my parents, we kept getting more games like Mario 2 and we got one of the Simpsons games and, you know, various things. And they're like, okay, so we have this plastic gun. We should probably get something else that uses this. Oh, hey, shooting range. That uses the Zapper. Let's get that.
Makes sense. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's better than if you had chosen, I don't know, Wild Gunman or whatever the other options were for using your NES Zapper. Bayou Billy? Like
Hogan's Alley?
Yeah, that's the one. Hogan's Alley. Oh, what a blast.
And interestingly enough, this was my research might be wrong, mainly because I didn't do it, but this might be like the only NES Zapper game not made by Nintendo. This was actually made by Bandai. So I don't know that there were other like third-party NES Zapper games other than this, but it was a fun shooting game. It was basically, like it says, it's a shooting gallery game. Like various characters run across and you have to aim for the targets. And of course, my sister and I, as kids, would rush up and put our gun straight to the TV so we would never miss.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Was there any other way to play it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the right way, but no, you know, more accurately, like gun pressed to glass, like, you know, the things are right there. You need to shoot directly into the TV, regardless of how it doesn't make the technology work. Yeah, man, what a game. I like that you brought it up because we were recording that episode of Jim's 2 months ago, and I felt bad in that big, elaborate NES segment that we recorded. 10 games I chose for the NES segment of June 1989. And I ignored shooting range entirely because seriously, come on, like, you know, like, let's see, should I include Mega Man 2 or should I include shooting range? Well, traditional wisdom says include Mega Man 2, so I'm going with that. That's me. I'm a classic man.
Mega Man 2's been done. You know,
well, I mean, maybe you
Johnny rolls by in a limousine. It's been done.
Maybe you did end up choosing shooting range. The only way to find out is by joining us at patreon.com/GameThatTune.
Yep, check out that delicious GTT Gems series, that June episode, which definitely will have published by the time this podcast episode has published. You know, I'm so sorry that we've fallen behind on GTT Gems, guys. It's been very busy. But anyway, yeah, so shooting range is dope. And David, is there anything else on this?
No, it's got a surprisingly catchy soundtrack and it's a fun game. I feel bad that it's like impossible to emulate or play again, but if you can somehow track down a copy, it's definitely worth a play.
All right.
Brought up a lot of really good memories.
Yeah, I mean, you know, NES, it's a time of fond memories. It was a simpler time when, you know, sending kids a bunch of guns wasn't a bad idea. So I guess we've reached the end of our game in like record fashion. I feel like we're running a little quick for August Absurdity. There's no other games on the docket. So unless something just, comes out of nowhere to, take over the end of this show, then I guess it's just time to bring this bitch home.
All right, then. Let's see here.
Calculating computer activated.
Whoa, mind blown.
The Absurd King has made a decree.
All right, guys. This bonus game fan request came to us via several methods. It was requested in the 24/7 video game music live stream by our buddy Chrono. He goes by Mega X Chrono. And it was also requested more recently in the Discord. Hold on, I got to pull that one up. It was requested by Rothier. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong in the Discord. So yeah, thank you guys for the requests. Fantastic fucking request. And this game, in this game, the name of the game's main character is also the name of one of the bodyguards from Dynasty Warriors 4. It is believed that this is intentional since they were published by the same company.
I'm a little demon panther. No man asked this of another not to get the joke. Or you joke or the bloke, or 2 or 3. No one will be the next to hear from me. Overdrive alive! If you riff with me, it's over, yeah, that's right. Come on, Axe. Let's show 'em our chat. I should get a medal for floor panels.
All right. How is everybody feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I hope so. What do you know? It's a bonus game hat trick. Everybody says Guitaru Man. Wow. What a game.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Jesse, I anticipate you have much more to say about this than you did about Blazing Chrome, your own game for the show.
Maybe. It's a
Two sentences.
I played the PSP version of this, but they're pretty similar. It's a rhythm game where you play a guitar. You're kind of like a superhero that plays guitar.
You're a man.
And, what?
You're a man.
Yeah. Guitar man. Yeah.
Yes.
And you have a dog, which the dog is cool. And I remember one of the levels you have to fight aliens by playing guitar. There's one where there's a dude in a bee suit. What else is there? I think you play against the devil.
Why is it that like every Japanese rhythm game goes completely off the rails? Like you can't have like a normal like, hey, we're gonna have a rhythm game, but you're just gonna be like a band trying to make a deal and like make it big. No, it has to be like, all right, you've got this guitar. Now challenge Satan and aliens. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
David, between those two that you described, what sounds way more awesome?
you
Like,
make a compelling argument, John.
Hot take. Playing guitar against Satan, way more interesting than playing guitar against aliens.
But yeah, it's super cool. Like when you're playing it, it's really hard though. So like it's got this like track, and basically you point the control stick towards the like direction the track is going, and it's like moving around, and like
Okay,
the like
sorry,
buttons
that
will-
explains the odd format of everything I've seen about this game, like the screenshots and like the videos. I wasn't fully clear on exactly what you do for the rhythm part of it, because like I'm thinking like Guitar Hero, the things scroll by, Taiko Drum Master, the notes scroll by, you hit the drum, Parappa the Rapper, you hit the buttons when they scroll by. Guitar Man, it's like a weird wiggly line that's like you're having I wasn't clear on how the rhythm factored into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course, you move the stick to line up with the line. That, I don't know how that didn't dawn on me.
And then certain buttons will pop up, and you have to press them when they get to the designated area and stuff. And eventually, you'll be able to do damage to whatever you're fighting. But it gets really hard and fast. It's very
That's the way
Japanese.
I likes it. Yeah, it's Japanese as shit, man. It's one of those games that I knew by reputation I wanted to include in the show, and just I haven't been able to find a decent like soundtrack of it to include before now.
Wow.
And also I'm like utterly confused by looking at it, because like the cover of it, I mean, it looks like drawings in like someone's notebook. I mean, like the the style of it, it's stylized as shit. It's like it's a cool cartoon style. But I just never knew what to make of it. I never played it, and I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, oh, God, tell me this isn't like a Fooly Cooly game. Like I can't get into that at all. It's like, well, maybe it's a little Fooly Cooly in the sense that it's just bizarre anime shit.
Yeah.
But like, nah, it's a rhythm game. You're a guy with a guitar. I mean, it all makes perfect sense. You're a guy, you're actually like the the legendary hero of Planet Guitaru. That makes way more sense than anything that happened on Fooly Cooly. So, I should have gotten into this years ago.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a game you should check out if you can. Like it's a very unique game. Like I guess I don't play a whole lot of rhythm games, and the ones I've seen are usually like you jumping on stuff, or like playing the taiko drum, or like the Guitar Heroes.
I do love the taiko drums.
So like this is
or the Donkey Konga bongos.
There you go.
They should make Kabonga Man. That'd be be pretty good. And I was thinking about it too, because I was confused by it. I'm like, this is a PS2 game called Gitarumon, and it came out like 2002. Like this greatly predates Guitar Hero and Rock Band and shit. Like,
yeah.
So it always confused me looking back at it like that. Like, what do we have here? If it's a guitar-based rhythm game that predates everyone owning a plastic guitar, what is it? So I'm glad to finally know exactly what it is. And there's a slight pang of regret for not playing it, because it feels like if somebody had handed this to me alongside like Katamari Damacy back in the day, I would have been like, all right, yeah, these are my two favorite games now. Instead, it's like Katamari is my favorite game. And this Guitar Man thing, that's almost too Japanese for me. Like, come on, even I have my limits. So
I'm just sad that Koei never made the Dynasty Warriors crossover more than just the same name. Like, if you could unlock like a character with a magic guitar in Dynasty Warriors, I'd play the fuck out of that.
Or if you could play Guitar Man, it's like Lubu.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that guy's devastating. Man.
But it has to be like the actual original model. Like everyone is just stylized anime
Not
characters,
cartoon at all.
and then boom, just like 6 foot tall Chinese warrior.
Oh Jesus Christ! Watch out for this guy, man. He can really shred.
I've got my guitar. What do you have? He just chucks a spear at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's funny too, because the name that they're referencing in that awful trivia that I had to come up with for this is hold on, I'm sorry. The character's name, thank God, it's U1, Not U2, because if the character's name had been U2, I never would have included this on the show. Like, nope, we're not doing it. Fuck that. Fuck U2. But U1, that's fine. And somebody on like the fucking Guitarumon wiki was like, yeah, U1 is actually a default name for a bodyguard in Dynasty Warriors 4. I'm like, yeah, fine, fuck it. That's good enough. That's good trivia. I'm sure Koei meant to do that. It wasn't just like a programming thing where they pushed out Dynasty Warriors 4 and it's like, you forgot to fucking name the bodyguards anything from the fucking the old times. It's like, whatever. It'll be fine. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Plus, it'll be endearing for the Guitarman fans. They're gonna love it. So, yeah, man, it's cool. It feels like it should be more than a PS2 game. I mean, looking at it and looking at stuff about it, like, it's got style. Why didn't, where's the sequel? Did they make a sequel?
No, they just made a remake for PSP called Guitar Man Lives. Okay.
I mean, I can see this shit popping up on like Adult Swim or something. Like, it looks weird. And it looks, like I said, drawn in about the quality of Adult Swim shows at the time. Like, would I have liked a Guitar Man anime instead of 12-ounce mouse? Fuck yeah. I would have been all in on that.
I'm sorry. I love the idea of like, we have a game called Guitar Man Lives. Awesome. On PSP. Huh.
Yeah, but what really is living? Guitar Man vegetative state on PSP.
Guitar Man, your friend who loves Monster Hunter is gonna play it.
Yeah,
Guitar Man, but the only song he plays is that Metallica song about being a vegetable.
Fuel.
One, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
or you won.
Master of Puppets.
God, see, they could have made so many sequels to this. It could have been Guitar Man, and he's just like shredding to any number of classic rock albums, like Guitar Man Metallica edition. I would have played that before I would have played any of like the Rock Band expansions.
Guitar Man, Turn the Radio Off edition.
Yeah, Guitar Man U2 edition. No, wait, what am I saying? Yeah,
I'd play Guitar. No. I'd play Guitar Man Aerosmith.
Guitar Man Cross Revolution X.
Guitar Man,
and you're using a light gun to shoot CDs at people.
On Perfect. The PSP.
So if you twist your PSP in just the right way, it's really like a multi-dimensional game because you shoot the cartridge out of the PSP as you shoot the CD in the game. It's
sounds perfect for Switch.
Oh man, God, they should bring this back. Let's get Steven Tyler to stop making country albums and come back for the Guitar Man sequel. Yeah.
I just love Guitar Man Cross Revolution X on PSP. Perfect for Switch.
Yeah.
It's clearly got the Game That Tune seal of approval.
Well, it's one of those games within a game. Like the game is like you looking down at your hands holding a PSP, while on the PSP you're getting to play this horrible abomination that we've created.
See, that's it. It's Guitar Man Cross Revolution X on PSP for VR Labo.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, Guitaru Labo would have just been too much to handle. Like, it'd be so funny if they didn't tell you like what the game was. Like, you start folding out the cardboard, and it's like, I guess it's some kind of guitar or something, and then like the game loads,
sweet.
And it's a Guitar Man sequel. It's like, oh!
I thought this was gonna come with a guitar. Why am I folding a cardboard PSP?
Yeah, it folds into a PSP, not a
there
guitar.
We go. And then you just put
pop your Joy-Cons into this fucking PSP. But if you twist it the right way, the Joy-Cons shoot across the room.
This Joy-Con drift is getting out of hand.
Wow. We are covering everything. Topical, non-topical, Steven Tyler, Guitar Man related. I mean, like we got everything. That's the power of the Guitar Man. He brought it all together. So yeah, man, great game. I guess great request. Fantastic tunes. I'm glad that we finally got it on the show because if a game's called Guitaru, man, it'd be a real shame if the tunes sucked, and
No,
they
they're
don't.
good.
So it's taken us a while because it's been one of those things where I kind of look at it, I'm like, Guitar Man, I don't know, man. Like it's a thing. I know it was a thing at a time, but like, is it still a thing? No, of course it's not. But it was a thing, so it's here. How absurd! And Johnny, it's time. Take us to our August absurdity calculating computer.
Calculating computer activated.
It's just the same
Computers.
thing. Art.
Boops.
Oh my God!
Scoring complete. This game's winner is David Fleming.
Fantastic. I mean, not really. I kind of was hoping that I would score a point tonight. This is really fucking not a great start for me in August absurdity. Big old zero. But David, congratulations. You've done it, man. You've won the preliminary round of August absurdity. I should have seen this coming. Weren't you a two-time champion of August absurdity?
I was a 2-time champion of August absurdity.
But
It feels like so fucking long ago.
Is he the rating champion of August absurdity?
Wait, did Jesse snap things? Did he change reality? I could swear that Johnny's awful ass was the reigning champ of August absurdity.
I was a 2-time champion, and then Johnny took my crown. So it's up to me to choose who that I should challenge and go after. And everybody's expecting me.
Promo.
Everybody's expecting me to go after Johnny because he's the reigning champion. I had the crown twice, but that's not who I'm interested in. No, I want somebody who stole the crown on a lightning round technicality. No, I want an even match, one-on-one. John Harrington, I am calling you out. We're doing this.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I love it.
I'd like to thank you, David.
Oh, you just gave Jesse a cakewalk, baby. Oh, I mean, I'm into it. It's not my clear path to the finals. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but I am so in for another John Harrington versus David match. We've got some classics, man. Like, oh God, this is good.
This is like some Flair Steamboat right here.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and David is oh shit. Who did
Robert Hayes.
Yeah, there we go. No, actually, I should say that I'm Magic Johnson and David is Larry Bird. That's much more accurate. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't have a rival like Magic Johnson. But
I was going with the airplane reference.
Yeah. We're not friends, man. We're not co-pilots. What do you mean? Fine, yeah. I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you are Leslie Nielsen, just coming in to make sure that we can land this plane.
Yeah, that one makes way more sense, to be honest.
Only because you don't know basketball. God damn it.
Neither does David.
Oh no, yeah. I'm very serious about this, and don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, surely David understands deep basketball references from the 70s.
Although I have to say, if I have to be compared to any basketball player, Larry Bird is the most accurate.
Oh yeah, no, I was, there's the reason, man. I know what I'm doing here.
What about the dude from Parks and Rec?
Detlef Shrimp?
Yes.
Or Roy Hibbert. What's up, Jello Shot? But yeah, no, I'm Magic Johnson because I have an STD, and David is Larry Bird because if he takes his shirt off, he's the whitest among us. And fantastic. This is going to be great. So it's, I guess, so is it me and David next week?
No.
For
No, I,
What's
as
that?
the reigning king, am going to call in a power of mine, which is that I get to go first. I don't care who won tonight. I'm playing Jesse next week.
Whoa, okay.
Good.
Impatient fucking king here. Johnny's
Good.
looking to defend that crown in a hurry, man. I like it.
I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove that it wasn't just a fluke me becoming August Absurdity. I love that I can't even say that with a straight face.
I can't even say fluke.
But so I wanna get together next week. I'm gonna kick Jesse's ass. I wanna get my way back into at least look legitimate.
You see, Johnny, I love this about you, man. You said last year you're not good at confrontation. You're just good at winning. So, yeah.
All right, so I love this. So John is the Magic Johnson of Game That Tune. I am the Larry Bird of Game That Tune. John Regan is apparently the Jimmy Stewart of Game That Tune.
And Jesse is oh man, I need somebody who's gone.
That too.
I was gonna say a basketball player that's gone like the longest without winning a championship, but I've lost track of that a long time ago. Everybody's got their championships, so I don't know, Jesse. You're the Dwayne Wade of Game That Tune.
Who's that guy
not?
with the cool beard?
James Harden. That's it.
Yeah,
James
there you
Harden
go.
hasn't actually won a championship. So, yes, Jesse
I like
is
him.
the high-scoring, great beard-having James Harden of Game That Tune. And, yeah, Johnny just made a big mistake by exercising his impatient right to bump the game up. So, yes, we've got Johnny versus Jesse next week. First head-to-head elimination round of August Absurdity. Fantastic. Put it on the board. We're doing it. It's going to be a blast. Me and David will be picking the tunes. So get your requests to us. Get your requests in on Discord or wherever. Find me and David. Hit us with those requests that you think might stump Johnny and Jesse. A couple of Sega legends. So, what a show tonight, guys. What a blast. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks for everybody watching along live with us. We're live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. We're in podcast form the following Wednesdays. Get us in Apple Podcasts or anywhere that you get your podcasts. We appreciate you guys listening. Thanks to everybody checking out patreon.com/GameThatTune. It's a blast. We've got a lot of fun exclusives. We've got Jesse's awesome covered up shows. We've got mixtapes. We've got GTT gems. We're really getting everything back on track. We're, in the spirit of August Absurdity, we are bombarding our Patreon feed with content right now. We've got 2 new episodes of Covered Up. We've got the long overdue GTT gems for June. We've got Jesse's Hotter Than a Furnace, Matt Furnace mixtape. We got tons of stuff in the works at patreon.com/GameThatTune. So, hit us up over there. And throw us a couple of bucks. We love the support. We love just knowing that that we mean something to you guys. So thank you everybody for checking out Patreon. Special thanks to our super fan tier producers. Here it goes, fellas. Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, and our newest Patreon super fan tier producer, Daniel Perky. Thank you all so much for being patrons. We really appreciate your support of the show. So, thank you to Chrono on the YouTube channel for the request this week. Oh, wait, that was the bonus request. And thank you, Dell, over at Patreon with his request priority for Johnny's request. If you hit us up on Patreon, you can pay us money to give us requests, and Johnny will use them like he did with Spider the video game. So give us money, and we'll. Good. Give us money. We'll endure these games. But yeah, get your requests anywhere. Get your requests into us any way you can. We're at Game That Tune on Twitter. We are in our Discord server. Go to the website and find our Discord server. Join us there. We're happy to take requests there. Hit us up in our YouTube channel over on GTT Radio, our 24/7 video game music live stream. We'll take the requests any way we can get them, and we're always happy to have the requests. And besides that, it's been a great night. And I guess we go home with Twitter handles. I'm on Twitter at JGangsta187. You can find John Regan on Twitter at
JP Regan JR.
You can find Jesse Moore on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
And you can find tonight's winner, David Fleming, on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
Fantastic. So, David, you've won the opening round of August Absurdity. I assume you have absurd bonus tunes to take us home with.
Since my game was Shooting Range, which featured the Zapper, I wanted to carry on with that theme, so we are going home with the Duck Hunt medley from Smash Brothers 4.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Peace out, everybody. Oh, I could listen to that for fucking hours. Trials of Mana is copyright 1995, 2019 Square Enix. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse is copyright 1990 Sega Games Company Limited. Spider, the video game, is copyright 1997 Boss Games Studios. Blazing Chrome is copyright 2019 Joy Masher and the Arcade Crew. Shooting Range is copyright 1989 Tosei Company Limited. Guitaru Man is copyright 2002 Koei Company Limited.